the alien princess ritual takes a shocking twist. A human is selected as the groom. The final trial awaited him, the one that would determine his place beside Princess Leora and possibly change the course of the Zyrian Empire. Unlike the previous trials, this challenge was not confined to a hall or garden. It would test every part of him: mind, body, heart, and leadership. Princess Leora appeared at his side, her expression calm yet resolute. "Alex," she said, "today you will face the final trial. It is unlike the others. It will not only test your abilities, but your vision for the future. Remember, this trial is about more than success. It is about unity, understanding, and courage." Alex nodded, feeling a mixture of nerves and determination. He had faced physical challenges, mental puzzles, and even conspiracy. He had learned the ways of the Zyrians, their culture, their technology, and their philosophy. Now it was time to put everything to the test. The trial took place in the Chamber of Stars, a massive circular arena with holographic projections of planets, star systems, and galaxies floating mid-air. The room was silent, except for the hum of the technology that powered the simulations. Alex's task was to mediate a crisis. Two neighboring star systems were on the brink of war over a rare energy resource. He had to negotiate, strategize, and create a solution that would satisfy both sides while maintaining peace. Alex stepped forward, studying the projections carefully. Each planet had its own culture, resources, and political pressures. The challenge was immense, and the simulation was designed to respond dynamically, creating new problems as he solved the first ones. He began by listening. Carefully, he analyzed the needs and concerns of both sides, asking questions, observing behavior, and weighing consequences. Unlike previous trials, he could not rely solely on logic or intuition. He had to consider morality, fairness, and long-term stability. Hours passed. The simulation tested him relentlessly. One faction attempted to deceive him, sending false reports and threats. Another faction demanded impossible concessions. Alex remained calm, recalling the lessons Leora had taught him: empathy, patience, and careful observation. He verified information, cross-checked facts, and negotiated solutions that satisfied both sides. Slowly, the simulation responded positively, the conflict de-escalated, and the systems moved toward cooperation. Finally, a soft chime signaled the completion of the trial. The projections disappeared, leaving the arena bathed in gentle starlight. Alex exhaled, exhausted but triumphant. He had passed the final trial. The chamber doors opened, and Leora approached him, her eyes shining with pride. "You have done more than succeed, Alex. You have shown that courage, intelligence, empathy, and creativity can bridge worlds. You have proven that humans are capable of remarkable insight and leadership." Alex felt a surge of emotion. I didn't know if I could, but I tried to do what was right, what made sense, and what would help everyone." "That is what matters," Leora said. "The pedestal did not choose you for skill alone. It chose you for your potential to inspire change, to unite, and to lead with integrity. Today, you have fulfilled that vision." Word of Alex's success spread quickly through the palace. Citizens, nobles, and advisors gathered outside, eager to witness the conclusion of the trials. For centuries, the Zyrian Empire had upheld tradition, following rituals that selected noble grooms from their own people. Now, a human, an outsider, had proven himself worthy. The coronation hall was prepared for the final ceremony. The hall was enormous, with ceilings that reached sky-high and walls lined with glowing crystals. Representatives from across the galaxy had arrived, curious to see history in the making. Alex and Leora stood at the center, the pedestal glowing softly between them. The High Council spoke, their voices solemn yet approving. "Alex Carter," the eldest counselor said, "you have completed the trials. You have shown intelligence, courage, empathy, and leadership. The pedestal has chosen wisely. Today you stand not only as the groom of Princess Leora, but as a symbol of unity between our species." A wave of murmurs passed through the crowd. Some were shocked, some impressed, and many inspired. Alex felt a mix of pride, humility, and responsibility. He had not expected to hold such a position, but he realized that this was bigger than him. It was about the possibility of cooperation, understanding, and shared future between humans and Zyrians. Leora stepped forward, taking his hand. "Alex," she said, "the pedestal chose you because it saw the qualities within you that reflect the best of humanity. Today, we honor not only your success, but the beginning of a new era. Will you join me in shaping the future? Alex looked at her, then at the gathered crowd, and finally at the stars projected above the hall. He could feel the weight of their expectations, the hope of a united future. I will, he said firmly, not for myself, but for all of us. Humans, Xyrians, and every being willing to work together. A cheer erupted, louder than any Alex had ever heard. The ceremony continued with rituals of celebration, not only marking the union between a human and a Xyrian princess, but also symbolizing the unity of their civilizations. Music filled the hall, blending earth melodies with Xyrian harmonics, creating a sound both familiar and alien, beautiful in its harmony. After the ceremony, Alex and Leora walked through the palace gardens. The air was cool, the flora glowing softly under the light of the twin moons. Citizens came forward to congratulate them, offering gifts, words of encouragement and hope. Alex realized that he had become more than a participant in the ritual. He had become a bridge between worlds, a living example of what unity and courage could achieve. Alex, Leora said, her voice gentle, do you understand what your success means? He nodded. It's more than winning the trials. It's about showing that humans can be part of something bigger, that we can contribute, inspire, and lead even in a world far beyond our own. Exactly, she said. And now the real work begins. We must take this momentum, this trust, and build something lasting, together, Alex smiled. I never imagined this. When I first came here, I was just a visitor. Now I have a purpose. Leora squeezed his hand. Purpose is what we make of it. And together, we can achieve more than either species could alone. In the following days, Alex worked alongside Xyrian leaders to establish initiatives that would foster collaboration between humans and Xyrians. They planned joint expeditions to explore uncharted star systems, shared technology and knowledge, and created programs to exchange culture and education. Alex's perspective as a human brought fresh ideas, while Leora's wisdom and leadership guided the process. One evening, as they watched the twin suns set, Alex reflected on the journey that had brought him here. From an ordinary human visiting an alien festival to a chosen groom standing at the heart of an empire, he had grown in ways he could never have imagined. He had faced challenges that tested every skill, every instinct, and every value he held. But through courage, intelligence, and empathy, he had proven that humanity could stand proud even among the stars. Alex, Leora said softly, breaking his thoughts, the pedestal chose you, but it is your actions that have given this choice meaning. You have created a legacy not just for yourself, but for all who follow. You have shown that even the unexpected can bring greatness. Alex smiled, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. I never thought I could do something like this, but now I see that trying, caring, and working together can make all the difference. Leora's eyes sparkled. And that is the message we will take forward. Unity, courage, and trust. The galaxy is larger than any one world, and now we have shown that together we can face it. As night fell, the palace glittered under the stars. Citizens and leaders alike celebrated not only the completion of the trials, but the beginning of a new era. A human had been chosen, a princess had embraced change, and together they had set an example that resonated across the galaxy. Alex knew that challenges would continue, diplomacy, exploration, and leadership would never be simple. But he also knew something stronger. Humanity had a place among the stars, not because of strength alone, but because of courage, creativity, and the ability to unite. The pedestal had made its choice. Alex Carter had answered the call, and in doing so, he had created a legacy that would inspire generations to come. As he stood beside Princess Leora, watching the city and the stars beyond, Alex felt a quiet certainty. The future was vast, unknown, and filled with opportunity. And together, human and Xyrian, they would face it, bravely, wisely, and united. The pedestal had taken a human by surprise, but humanity had proven itself worthy. And in that triumph, a new chapter of interstellar cooperation, respect, and hope began.